Guys, today I'm gonna be reviewing Today I'm gonna do the unboxing and a little review on this one. The XCW on Beretta 92FS by Western Beretta M92FS Die Hard version black. It's a limited edition from the movie Die Hard by Bruce Willis, and it's a second hand. I got it from some Japanese website with a very good price. Wow, the gun is very heavy. Very heavy. So when I say it's heavy, it means heavy. Trust me. Yeah, 1 kilo and 36 grams. It's just like the real steel. About the magazine, there are actually 4 types of magazine. I think I would call it the 4th generation. The first one that is missing from here, because I already sold it because it's so bad, and it's leaky, and I fixed the mag and it will be good for a couple of days and then it's leak again. So I decided to remove it from my collection. So yeah, it's only 3 generations here. The first generation I sold it all, and the second generation I think is this one. Look at the valve. It's all silver and everything is the same, but the first generation of the magazine is different because they don't have the upper plate here. It's just the lower plate with some little spring on both sides, if I remember correctly. And yeah, pretty much the same, and they don't have it's just plain magazine cover. Yeah, but I'm telling you it's not good, the first generation. But this one is good. It's pretty good. The seal, the orange seal and everything is all the same in 3 generations. But I think the difference is the valve, the release valve. This one is all silver, as you can see, and the next generation is this one. They planted the base, some part black, and the part that touches the knuckle valve is silver, and the newest one is all black. I can tell you that these two, this one is stronger when you shoot. This one is kick harder on the recoil, and also the bullet is further than this one. I don't know, it's because of the valve or it's because of the O-ring inside the valve getting old. I don't know, but yeah, but this one is a little bit weak, but it's not like significantly weaker than this one. It's just a little bit. That's why I still keep it. And these two are the same. I don't feel any different at all. But just the color, I don't know. Enough for the magazine. The gun, it operates like a real steel. You can no magazine here, safety check. So the gun operates like a real steel. You can single fight by cock back the hammer first, and you get the smooth single action, and then double action. As you can see in the hammer up here, if you see it, the way it moves, you will know it's the R-type because it's a direct firing gun. I don't know what to call it, but I call it direct firing because there's a firing pin up here. Down here you can see it's like a little pin in there. Yeah, you see that? Just like a little nipple. No, it's this little pin. It's a firing pin, and it's usable and it's real. There's another kind of hammer that Western Arms call it the transform hammer, which is you will not see the firing pin down here. You only see like a fake firing pin and stuff like that. But the hammer mechanism, it hidden inside of there. When the hammer fire a hammer, it hits the knocker valve inside of the gun. It's like a Mario system. I saw that on the SCW version 3 on 1911 by Western Arms. It's very good. I'm not sure why they keep the direct firing gun on all of their Beretta models. So anyways, moving on, I will disassemble again for a fuel strip, remove it, and you see in the lower frame it's not much to see. The new one, they cut this off. I don't know why they do that. Maybe they decrease the weight, or I don't know. Anyways, the grip of this gun is very heavy. It's not the ABS plastic. This one is a heavyweight resin. You know, including the lower frame, the grips, and also the slide. They're all made by the heavyweight plastic resin. When you touch it, it feels a little bit cold like the metal, but it's not. It's a plastic. Okay, and it's heavy. There's not much to see except the direct firing pin that I told you about. And the upper frame, this is the the modified guide rod to make it more stronger. Okay, I'm gonna take the barrel off so you can see the barrel and the hop-up system. Alright, this is a little bit hard to remove it. Let's take a look at the nozzle. This is the nozzle. They use the O-ring on this one. I think it's pretty good because it's easy to find a replacement when it's getting old and cannot work anymore, so you can use any O-ring that are the same size to replace this. It's pretty good. And the outer barrel, I think it's a little bit like a KC or something like that, but no, nothing special about it. This is metal. This is a plastic, heavyweight plastic resin. Alright, let's take a look at the inner barrel. I modified it to make it more accurate, because as you may already know that the Western Arms guns, they are not accurate. So I tried so hard to make it accurate. It is the adjustable hop-up. There's a little piece of plastic in there. You see that a little piece in white down there is a piece of plastic that they use to adjust the hop-up. The theory of this is that there's a little plastic piece in there on the hop-up rubber, and under that piece of plastic there's a screw, and when you screw it here, the screw will push that piece of plastic up, and if the BB is in there, the piece of plastic will push the BB up and press it on the knob. There is a little knob to hop the BB up, but normally KC or Murray system, they uses the hop-up arm to press down the hop-up rubber, and the bucking there will press on the BB to hop the bullet up, or to make it go further or more accurate. But this system, the Western adjustable hop-up system like this, is like the upside down of that usual hop-up system, because instead of you press down the hop-up arms down to the bucking, instead you use the piece of plastic to lift the BB up to hit the bucking. I mean, it's weird for me and it does not work well. That's why I have to put, try to make it work. I'm going to tell you about the pros and the cons, especially on this gun. Well, the pros that I really like about the gun is the weight and the material. It's very strong. I can use a green gas, like a top gas here on the gun without any problem. And the gun shoots very strong. I mean, strong recoil. You get the best feeling out of the GBB pistol in terms of recoil power. Much more stronger than any other brand. In terms of accuracy, it's not good at all. It's not good at all. I think for the 1911 hop-up, it's a little bit better than this one. I can, I have the 3 inches barrel of 1911 compact. It shoots a little bit further than this and more accurate than this one, just a little bit. But it's not as good as Marie system or KC system. The Western Arms are still far behind those 2 brands in terms of accuracy and range. Western Arms is the lowest one, okay, but in terms of realistic on the recoil, on the gun operates, and on the materials, they are the best for me. Alright, see you guys next time. Thank you. Range test on Western Arms Beretta 92FS Die Hard Black version. The range is on 25.5 meters with .20 BB bullets by Carter. Alright, now with .25